Okay, we are going to today do a tutorial for the keyboard part on Lion and the Lamb. It's a tough song for the keyboard because the chord progression, you're really not going to play that hardly ever in what's written on the chord sheet, other than the bridge. So it's very percussive. To hear it, it sounds like they've got 5 keyboard players to make that kind of a sound, but really it can be done with 1 or 2. The keyboard does a lot of the heavy lifting as far as, we'll put a lot of delay. So one note adds a lot more than just one note. So it's really, it can be broken up into 3 separate sections: the verse, the chorus, and then the bridge. So it's very percussive. Well, let's just start with the verse. It's the hardest one of all of them. So here's what's going on. I'll just play it once in real time. And you'll just be playing with your right hand. I'm going to add the left hand just to play the chords going on in the verse, just as a reference point so we know where we're at in the verse. But here's how it'll sound like. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's coming on the So again, that sounds like there's a lot going on there, but it's really simpler than it sounds. Let me take the delay off so it's easier to hear. And at the root of the whole thing is this syncopated rhythm. And I'm just going to tap it out. But here's really what you're going to be doing with your 2 index fingers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really what it all boils down to. And if it's not that exact syncopation, as long as there's some kind of syncopation going on there, that's really what counts. So to break it down, your left hand is going to be, your index finger is going to be on the A, the entire verse. It's your right hand, your right finger, because you're just going to play one note at a time. That's going to move around. So on the first line, he's coming on the clouds, you're going to be playing an E and an A. Kings and kingdoms will bow down, on the word down, where it changes, where everybody else in the band changes to a D chord, you're just going to move your index finger down to the D. And then on every chain will break, you're going to move your index finger up to the F sharp. Every chain will break as broken hearts on that E chord, then you'll drop down to the E. Declare his praise to the D. For who can stop the Lord Almighty? So really, you're just going to move your right hand between these 3 notes, D, E, and F sharp, and your left hand will stay on that A the entire time. So I'm going to kind of slow it down, and we'll just kind of play it without the delay. So here's really what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's coming on the clouds. Kings and kingdoms will bow down. Every chain will break as broken hearts declare his praise. For who can stop the Lord Almighty? That's really all that's going on. It's, again, when you speed it up and you add the delay and the effects, then you get... And that's, that's the neat part of it. So that's really what's going on with the verse. The chorus... I'll play it again. I'll play it once. You're going to do this the same time every chorus. Your left hand is going to play an E, your index finger. You're going to play an E, kind of on the and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and. The and is going to be that E note. Then your right hand will move around, and I'll show you that. To me, it sounds like they're trying to reproduce or make it sound like an old grandfather clock chiming. So here's what it sounds like in real time. So this is the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty much it. I'll slow it down a little bit, and I'll take the sustain off so the notes are a little clearer. But again, your left finger plays an E every time, and it's your right hand that moves. So here's what's going on in the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the chorus. The bridge is the easiest part, probably because it's you play the actual chord progression as written. You'll probably play a little bit lower on the keyboard. You're not going to do a lot of up high on this one, but very, very long sustained notes with just a few little passing chords. So the bridge, the B minor 7. Who can stop the Lord? A over C sharp, D. Who can stop the Lord? And that E4 just means you play an E, and then up top you play the 4. Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord Almighty? And that's pretty much it. That's 3 distinct sections. Again, it's a hard song, so don't get discouraged. There's a lot going on there for the keyboard parts. But anyway, good luck.